So that's a really good question. A lot of people wonder, do I have a massive plug like that in my ear? And they'll come in asking that question. People who have severe impactions like that often have a history of chronic earwax impaction, and they don't know that they're impacted right away. So, whether or not somebody has a hearing loss or fullness because they have an impacted ear or it's happening over time, because our system is so used to compensating for a loss of hearing, it's not always easy to know that your ears are full of wax. It may start out as a feeling of like fullness. There may be some kind of squishiness when you move your jaw around. And you might be missing some words here and there, especially in noisy environments. If you go digging around, you might actually create the impaction. So, digging in with a Q-tip, using any kind of tool sometimes pushes it in further. And once the ear canal is completely closed off, there's not even a pinhole of light, that's when you're going to feel the sudden drop of hearing. That's also typically the point at which it's uncomfortable. You might feel more fullness. Some people report feeling pain. What adds to the discomfort is not only pushing it in, but adding moisture, so sweat, water. So sometimes people with impacted ears will feel like it's worse right after they showered, right after they went swimming, because the wax will expand and fill the ear even more. So it's important to know that people with chronic earwax impaction, it's not that they are irresponsible or they have poor hygiene. Oftentimes it's the shape of their ears. They have very small, narrow, curvy ear canals. It's really difficult for wax to work its way out, or they have very hard wax combined with a very narrow ear canal, and it's really impossible for it to mechanically move out of their ears, because naturally wax will work its way out of our ears through epithelial migration. It literally migrates from the eardrum to the outside of the ear canal. And some people don't have a very easy natural mechanism of that happening. This young lady in particular had a history of chronic ear wax impaction. She had a very traumatic event with a provider, and she had trouble going back because she was so afraid of that repeat event. Thankfully, that wasn't the case. So all I ask is that we have a little bit of grace and a little more understanding for people with these conditions, and they are conditions.